This is question number 21. A road contractor has to transport 240 tons of hardcore. He will use two types of lorries, type A and type B. He has three types A lorries and two type B lorries. The capacity of each type A lorry is 8 tons, while that of type B is 15 tons. All type A lorries must each make the same number of trips. Similarly, all type B lorries must each make the same number of trips. The number of trips made by each type B lorry should be less than twice those made by each type A lorry. Each type A lorry must not make more than 6 trips. Part A, take X to be the number of trips made by each type of lorry, and Y to represent the number of trips made by type B lorry. Form all the inequalities in X and Y to represent the above information. Then on the grid provided, draw all the inequalities and shade the unwanted region. Take 1 centimeter to represent 1 unit on each of the axes. Part C, the cost of operating each type A lorry is 5,000 Kenyan shillings per trip, while that of operating each type B lorry is 12,500 Kenyan shillings per trip. Determine the number of trips each type of lorry should make in order to minimize the cost of transporting the hardcore. Hence, calculate the minimum cost. Now, because of space, I have put the grid on another page so that we can have enough space to do that, to do the question. So, first of all, we are told to, let's have a look at part A. If we take X to represent so we say A to be represented by X and B to be represented by Y, using the information given, we are told the 240 tons are to be transported. And how are they going to be transported? We have three type A lorries. So three types of lorries. Type A is carrying a capacity of 8 tons. And if we take now X to represent the number of trips made by X, then that will be the amount to transported by A. Then we have how many types? Type B, there are 2. Each is carrying 15 tons, and we say it will take Y number of trips. This should be greater or equals to 240, which is the hardcore to be represented. So when you simplify this, this will be 20. You multiply this. This should be 24x plus the other one should be 30y. Then this is greater or equals to 240. You can divide throughout by 6, and you'll be able to simplify. This will be 4x plus this will be 5y. Should be greater or equals to, when you divide here by 6, then you should be able to get 40. So that is one of the inequality that we can form. The other one is we are told that that is the number of trips made by each type B lorry should be less than twice those made by A. So we can form an inequality here. The number of trips by lorry, type of lorry should be less than, we say it should be less than 2x, the number of trips that are to be made by the lorry A. So we are told also we have each type A lorry must not make more than 6 trips. So it means X should be less than or equals to 6. So these are the inequality, and of course we have the other inequality. These are the inequality. Also we have X is greater than 0 and Y is greater than 0. So these are the inequalities that we can form from the given information. So you have answered, we have answered part A of this. You get 3 marks. Of course, you get a mark for getting this, a mark for getting this, a mark for getting that, so add up to 3. From there, we have on the grid provided, draw the inequalities and shade the unwanted region. So I have a grid, so we are going to use this inequality to represent that information. So this is a grid that was given, and we are going, okay, I'm going to use this base to write our inequality. So we have the first one we have found we have said it is 4x plus 5y is greater or equals to 40. The other one is y is less than 2x. And we have the third one, the very one significant one, is x is less than or equals to 6. So we can represent this information. How do we do that? We write, let's start with this one. We write this as 4x plus 5y as an equation is equals to 40. So what we do here is we make a table like this. We have x and y. So we say, what about if we put x is 0? This will be 0. So y will be 5y is equals 40 divided by that, y will be 8. Then we can say x is 10, so that will be 40. 40, you take it to the other side, y will be 0. We can say x is 5. This will be 20, you take to the other side, so y will be 4. So that table will help us to plot this table, this line, this line, and then we will determine. Then we have this one. This one will say y is equals to 2x. So this one is simple. We just make, say this is x and this is y. We can say when x is 0, y is 0. When x is 1, y is 2. When x is 2, y is 4. Like that. This one we can say this is x is equals to 6. So that we can be able to draw. Now we come to our table. We say this is 1, 2, 3. We are told to use septinta to represent 1 unit. So this is 4, this is 5, this is 6, 7, this will give us 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, with 11 and 12. Let's start with this one. So we say when x is 0, y is 8. So that's where we get you can use a dot or an x to mark your point. When x is 10, y is 0. Like that is where we put. When x is 5, y is 4. So this is where. So because the sign is greater than or equals to that, we are going to use we use a straight line to represent that. So you just say that is the line that we use to represent that information. Now what remains is to determine which side is unwanted region. How do we do that? We take a point on one side. Let's take 0, 0. 0 times 4 is 0. 5 times 0 is 0. So 0 plus 0 is 0. Is 0 greater than 40? No, it is not. So that, but we also confirm with the other side. We can just take any other point. Let's take 5 and 5. So 5 times 4 is 20. 5 times 5 is 25. 20 plus 25 is 45 is greater than 40. So it means that this side satisfies our inequality. So what we do is we shade off this other side. This is a side that we don't need. can shade off like that. So we have identified the side that we don't need. We come to this other one, and we say when x is 0, y is 0. So that is a point. Let's use a clear color. When x is 1, y is 2. So we say it's there. When x is 2, y is 4. So those are the points. We draw a straight line to represent that. So that is our line. But because we have it, this is less than, we are supposed to draw a dotted line. It might be difficult for me to do that, so I just use that, and let me use this, so I can use that to represent a dotted line. So for you, you can just be able to draw that using your ruler. Draw a dotted line. Now the next thing is to determine which side does not satisfy. So we are told y is less than 2x. Let's take this point. Y is 10 and x is 0. So is 10 less than, when you multiply 2 times, is 10 less than 0? No. So that side, let's take this 5. This is 6 and 5. This is 6 and 5. Y is 6. So we say 6, 2 times 5 is 10. 6 is less than 10. So that side satisfies. So we shade off this other side. That is the side that does not satisfy our inequality. Okay. Now we come to this other one. X is equals to 6. Then that line, we should be able to draw it here. This is the line. It is a complete line, so just put it there. And since x is less than 6, so that is the side that we don't need. So that is how you identify that region. If we go back to the question, here you are given 4 marks for shading, for representing that region. Looking at per se, the operating cost of that, we are told for A is 5,000, for B it is 12,500. Determine the number of trips each type of A lorry should make in order to minimize the cost of transporting the article. Hence, now we go back, because of space, we come back here. Now what we do is we can say what we call a function where from the cost, we have A is costing 5,000. We have B is costing 12,500. So we can say the total cost that is to be involved will be, we have 3 types of lorry. We multiply by 5,000 type A lorry, and you multiply by X number of trips. We add to 2 types of lorry of B costing 12,500. You multiply by Y, that gives you the total cost. When you multiply this, it will be 15,000 plus this will give you 25,000 of Y is equals to C. Now we take one point which is near the minimum point will be on the lower side. So we can take a point, like we can say a point like 0.5. That's for convenience. We take a point. So we take a point 0.5. So X is 0, Y is 0. So we can say C is equals to 15,000. This is 15,000 times 0 is 0. This is times 5. When you multiply that, 12,500 12,000, that is not like that. Let's correct that. This is 20. So here we have said it is 15,000 multiplied by 0. Then we add to 25,000 multiplied by 5. We have substituted this point. So C is equals to, we get, when you multiply that, you get 125,000. Now we can equate our function here and say this is 15,000 x, and you add to 25,000 of y is equals to 125,000. You can simplify this and you'll be able to get 3x plus 5y. 5y is equals to 25. So this is a function that will give us the line that we are going to use to compute to get the minimal cost. So we are supposed to plot this. So we make a simple table here. We have x and y. I'm going just to take 2 points of to get the line. So when x is 0, y is 5. When x is 5, y is 2. So we use these 2 points to draw the line. So we say when x is 0, y is 5. When x is 0, y is 5. When x is 5, y is 2. When x is 5, y is 2. So we are going to join these 2 points and come up with a line here. Let's join that properly. We call this the search line. The search line. So what you do is you place your set square here and you slide it upwards, and that will be able to help you to get the minimum cost. Let me try and see whether I will be able to show you how you do that. So this is my ruler and my set square. So what you do is you take your ruler like this, and you place it on our search line like this. So this is our search line here. Once you place it there, then you bring your set square here, and you place it here at the edge of this line. Your setup should be like this. Then when you do that, what you do is you slide the ruler upwards. The first point here, which will be touched by this edge of the set square, is where you have our minimum point. So you just hold this set square like this, you slide it upwards. The first point to be touched by this edge here. This edge here will be the minimum point. And by doing that, I get the first point to be touched by that is what I have. I got after sliding, I got x is the point is xy is I got it is 5 and 4. So this means that the type A lorry will make 5 types of lorries. A lorries will make 5 trips, and the type B lorries will make 4 trips. So we can now get the cost and say, let me put that clearly here. So we got x is let me use this point here. X is equals to 5 and y is equals to 4. So that is the point that we have here is 5 and 4, the first point that you touch with. So you can be able now to calculate the cost and say Type A lorries, which are 3, will make, they are charging 5,000 and they make 5. You add 2. Type B, they are 2. They are 2. They are charging 12,500 and they will make 4 trips. So this will get, when you compute that, you get it is 175,000. So that is the cost that will be involved to transport 240 tons of hardcore. I hope you have followed, and that is how you answer that question.